Hey guys, okay, so hopefully I have enough room on my computer to film this. Yeah, so I haven't filmed. I've been very depressed and I haven't been reading, so those are the reasons why I haven't been filming. And I don't know, I'm gonna film a book haul right now, and then I'm probably gonna film a wrap up, and then I don't know, I might just keep, we'll see what happens. But I'm feeling kind of like, but I just wanted to do this because I want to put them on my shelves. The first thing that I have is a literary review. I signed up for this literary magazine at some point recently. This is the summer 2016 issue. So I don't know if I'm getting like, now that I'm thinking about that, that means that, whatever. Anyways, I'm excited to read more literary journals, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Um, Also, I went to Hood River in Oregon for work at some point last month, and I went to the uh, Waukoma bookstore, which is the bookstore over there, and bought a book because, that's how I roll. And I just picked up a random translated book. I've got nothing for you. This is As Ballad by Magda Szabo, translated by George Zirtz. I don't know. This is a Hungarian author, and it's an NYRB classic, so that is literally all I needed to know. I don't care. I'm going to read it. Next thing that I ordered in December and arrived last month, in January, and that is Howard's End by E.M. Forster. I was reading in someone's comments, so they were talking about like On Beauty or something, and I think Dee Dee responded that On Beauty is like a retelling kind of Howard's End. I think that's what she said. Hopefully, I read that correctly. And I have On Beauty by Zadie Smith, but I wanted to read this before I read that. So theoretically, that is what I'm gonna do. As long as what I just said is true, let me know if it's not. I had friends visiting, and we went to Powell's, and I finally found used copies of Authority and Acceptance. It's like been literally impossible to find used copies of these at Powell's. But so now I have the rest of the Southern Reach trilogy, so I can finish it this year, hopefully, finally. That is one of my goals for the year. I also ordered, or actually, no, I bought this also used from Powell's, Bedrock Faith by Eric Charles May. This is the book that Dee Dee for Brown Girl Reading picked for the like Read Soul Lit like group read kind of that's going to be happening this month. It's kind of chunky, so I'm like, well, it's only over 400 pages, but yeah, so hopefully I can actually read this. I'm again feeling extremely slumpy and like I don't want to read anything right now. So fingers crossed. Then I feel like I mentioned this in a previous video, but my one of my coworkers writes books, and he gave me another one of his, which is Anticlimactic and Other Stories by Z.M. Oliver, which is I guess his pen name. I don't know, his name starts with a Z. I'm not gonna say it just in case the reason that there's initials there is because he doesn't, you know. Anyways, yeah. So another super tiny. This one's a short story collection. So that should be quick. I already read one of them and it was pretty funny. So I'm excited to finish that. And then I ordered the Odyssey and the Iliad by Homer. This one's translated by Anthony Verity, and this one is translated by Walter Schuring. These are both books on the 30 before you turn 30 list, and I need to just read them, please, because I need to read them. And then the last one is actually a book that Jake purchased, but our friends went and saw this play. So it's called Astoria by Peter Stark. I don't know how popular this is in other parts of the country and the world, but while I was working at Powell's, like this book was like on displays and stuff because Astoria is like the seaside town that's kind of like close to us. I mean, 3 hours ish or 2 hours. I don't know. But it's a tale of ambition and survival on the early American frontier. So it's like about frontier people like trying to make it to the coast. Um, yeah, so it's in 1810, John Jacob Astor sent out two advance parties to settle the wild, unclaimed western coast of North America. More than half of his men died violent deaths. The others survived starvation, madness, and greed to shape the destiny of a continent. Unfolding from 1810 to 1813, Astoria is a tale of high adventure and incredible hardship, drawing extensively on first-hand accounts of the men who made the journey. Though Astoria, the colony itself, would be short-lived, its founders opened provincial American eyes to the remarkable potential of the western coast, discovered the route that became the Oregon Trail, and permanently altered the nation's landscape and global standing. So, yeah, curious about that, especially because this play is going on. My goal was to try to, like, power through this really fast before we went and saw the play. I don't know if that's going to happen, though, because it is over 300 pages, and I think we're going to see the play, like, next week. But who knows? Maybe all of a sudden I'll get into the reading mood again. Who knows? And then lastly, I have books. This is like so many books. I'm changing the way that I'm buying books, by the way, if I didn't mention that, because it's too much. I've got all these books behind me that I haven't read, and I want to have just one bookshelf of unread books. That's all I want, is just one bookshelf of unread books. And the problem is that I keep finding cheap books. So if I get $5 for every book that I read, I'm just going to keep buying more. Like, it's basically like a 1-for-1 plus. So it's not good. But anyways, my dad sent me a box of books for Christmas / my birthday / whatever, but they just got here like a day or two ago. So they're mostly, these are not really gonna super go on my TBR because they're mostly like reference books, so that's good. I don't put reference books on my TBR because there's no way you're gonna read a reference book. Okay, so the first one is Italy's Best Loved Driving Tours. And it says 25 unforgettable itineraries. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I like love Italy. I go to Italy. I used to go to Italy every summer. So this is exciting. I just have to learn how to drive stick shift because their cars are like all stick. But I would love to do this. He also got me Discover Italy, Experience the Best of Italy, which is a Lonely Planet travel book thingamabob. I have so many travel books that my dad has given me. When I eventually do a bookshelf tour of like, because remember when I started that and then I didn't finish? Yeah, there's stuff up there. So then he also got me The Miracle of Language by Richard Lederer. Yeah, I don't know. This is maybe more of like a book to read. So this one I would probably put on my TBR. I don't think this one's really a reference book, but and then he got me a new dictionary of eponyms, which doesn't look super new. That cover is hilarious. So, yeah. Although this looks like it could be kind of funny, too. All right, anyways. And then The Untouchables, an observation of the Netherlands, its culture, and its inhabitants. I feel like Italy for me is like the Netherlands is for my dad. He absolutely loves it and is like a place that he wants to live. I'm nervous about this though because I don't know. I don't like the thought of reading a book about someone's like opinions or like observations about a different culture. I think is like kind of like teetering on like some weird territory. But I am curious. Mostly, I probably think that because I'm upset about this cover. Like, why is that dog pooping there? And I don't know. And then there's just like poop on the back cover. Whatever. We'll see. I'll report back when I'm done. And then he also got me a dictionary of modern English usage by H.W. Fowler, revised and edited by Sir Ernest Gowers. Books so fancy. And last but not least, this book that he told me I wouldn't be able to hold up one-handed. What now, Dad? Ooh. This is a gigantic French cookbook. So, oh, I guess he's right. I'm starting to wobble a little bit. The only thing with this is that it's got this like library plastic. It's like a former library book. And I think I saw Dee Dee like do something to get that plastic off. So I'm going to try to do something to get rid of it. Because, you know, I don't like the plastic. But I'm excited to hopefully make things. I wonder when this was published. 1988. So hopefully there's some weird foods in here that were popular in the 80s. Whoa, we'll see. Okay, that's it. I don't know. Okay, bye.